make an award-winning game is, to most, considered an achievement worth being celebrated. We here at the Koticks Awards are inclined to agree, and thus we are here to award some of the titles released in 2024 for their achievements in gaming. But not in the way that most others would. You see, while gaming has been a passion in my life for most of my 19 years, I will always hold a spot in my heart for not just the good ones, but also the shittiest shit to ever shit. Hey everyone, my name is Bloody Pikachu, and in case you've just stumbled upon this stream and/or video by coincidence, let me be the first to introduce you to the second annual Koticks Awards, nicknamed the Koticks 2. In case it wasn't clear, the point of our show isn't to award the good, but to celebrate the bad. We have 23 distinct categories in our show tonight, each highlighting games for their specific flaws in the ultimate process to determine what the absolute worst game of 2024 is through an entirely viewer-voted process. I want to make it absolutely clear up front that our show is not for the purpose of downplaying any developers or their work, and that we will absolutely not tolerate any harassment towards any developers mentioned in the show. We're all here to have fun, and let's face it, not everyone can be the best, but not everyone can be the worst either, and there can only be one game crowned the worst game of all of 2024. So with that, I believe it is time to dive into our categories featuring our great guest presenters. If you've seen last year's show, then I should also say up front that our structure will be a little different this time, as there will be less segments of me cut between each category, as to give all of our presenters a little more time to shine. But I will reconvene with you every so often to not only talk about the categories that we've seen so far, but to also exclusively give the runner-ups for each category shown so far. With all that out of the way, I'm just as excited to start the show as the rest of you. So let's get into our first batch of categories. Take it away.
Hello everyone, my name is Quackfire. Before the show starts proper, I'd like to stop by and make a note regarding last year's show. As you can probably tell, the show was pretty rushed, conceptualized just over a month before the show was set to air, and edited in only 5 days. As such, our methods for deciding which games were actually nominated, while not being entirely flawed, did leave some holes that included several pretty bad games that we didn't consider for categories it otherwise deserved, because we either didn't know about them, or we just forgot about them the night that we decided the nominations. So, to tie up any and all loose ends from the previous Koticks Awards, I would like to present this one-time category for the show: the worst game we missed last year. The nominees are Avatar: The Last Airbender Quest for Balance, Crime Boss Rock Haze City, Silent Hill Ascension, Stray Souls, and Undawn. And the winner is Avatar: The Last Airbender The Quest for Balance. Congratulations to GameMill for somehow winning yet another 2023 category over a year later. Round of applause, everyone. Anyway, now that this elephant is out of the room, we can now start the show proper. Take it away.
What's up, y'all? I'm Brendan, also known as Schmendy, Brendable, Mr. Mac and Cheese, the list goes on. But today, I'm here to present the award for Worst Box Art. See, as someone who's worked in retail, the box art of a game has influenced my financial decisions way more times than I'd like to admit. Box art is an extremely important part of any game's marketing, and how good it looks on a shelf. Take Smash Ultimate, for example. All of these characters on the front of the screen in this super sick art style shows you exactly what you're getting into. Meanwhile, other games just aren't as lucky. Oh, and don't forget the spines. Whether you have tens of games lined up at a GameStop or on your shelf at home, they play an important role as well. While that's not what this category is being judged on, I'd be remiss to not mention the downfall of Sonic box art spines over the last couple of years. Like, what are we doing here? They used to be so good. Anyways, this was definitely a year for games, and the box arts have been pretty hit or miss. I think I've been rambling long enough. Let's take a look at the nominees for this year's worst box art.
Ah, fuck. I don't have any of these games. Okay, I know what to do.
Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, Supermarket Simulator, and Topspin 2K25. And the winner for worst box art is Supermarket Simulator. Which reminds me, I have to go to the supermarket and get some apple juice. Hold on, I'll be back later. Enjoy the rest of the Koticks, guys. Hey, get the hell out of the road! You're blocking my way!
Hello, I'm Jesse, and here are your nominees for Worst DLC of 2024. Atomic Heart, Trapped in Limbo. Fortnite, Rocket Racing. NBA 2K25, Gravity Ball. Risk of Rain 2, Seekers of the Storm. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Season 1. And the winner is Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Season 1. Congratulations, Kill the Justice League, for having such terrible DLC. So, now how about we do something a bit different? Let's unpack the DLC of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Whoa! I'm back here, what the hell? Oh, my eyes. Spotlight the bite. Anyway, hi guys! I guess I'm back. Welcome back to Koticks Wars, number 2, Electric Boogaloo. I hope you all been enjoying the show. If you don't know me, I was last year. I'm Jesse Dustings, and I am very, very proud to be back as an announcer for a new category. You wanna know what that category is? Well, let's find out right now. I am presenting the most snoriest, make you sleep the second you play it, which is the most boring games of 2024. And, well, without further ado, let's just get right into it, shall we? For the most boring games of 2024 nominees, we have Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, Endless Ocean Luminous, Harry Potter, Quidditch Champions, X Defiant, and last but not least, Zenless Zone Zero. And the winner for the most boring game of 2024 is Zenless Zone Zero. Yep, the anime game won. I'm sorry, Zenless Zone Zero fans out there. You might win something at the Game Awards, who knows. You have a chance sometime. Anyway, I should leave now. There's a lot of other announcers. The show is, I mean, I'm speaking this in the past, the show's probably amazing right now. High feature me. So, let's just go on to the next set of announcers and stuff. Bye!
Welcome back, everyone. Let's talk about what you just watched. Of course, our first category this year was a special one-time category named The Worst Game We Missed Last Year, highlighting the worst games that we felt wrongfully omitted from last year's show. Thank you so much to fellow Koticks board member Quackfire101, and now let's look at the chart. The winner by a whopping 63% of the vote was Avatar: The Last Airbender Quest for Balance, showing that Game Mill still got it when it comes to the worst. And the runner-up by about 18% was Silent Hill Ascension. Next up was our worst box art category, presented by the mac and cheese man himself, Shmendy. The winner, with a sizable 57% of the vote, was, of course, Supermarket Simulator. AI bad, boo! The runner-up for worst box art, with about 15%, was Topspin 2K25. Very many sports games a year, not so many with such a bad box art though. After that was our worst DLC category, take notes Jeff, presented by real-life Noel Holloway, Jesse Random. The winner with a solid 37% was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League Season 1, with the Joker baby! And our runner-up with a strong 26% was Fortnite Rocket Racing. Finally, for now, our most boring category, looking at the year's least interesting games, was presented by none other than good pal and mod of my Twitch channel, Jesse Does Things. The winner, with a good 34%, was, of course, Zenless Zone Zero. And the runner-up, with another decent 26%, was Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Thank you again to our presenters so far. Now, let's take a look at our next batch of categories.
Hey y'all, it is your boy, Safe Butter here, and today I am a presenter for the Kotick Awards. And the category I'll be presenting today is Most Disappointing. Now, a lot of games come out every year. That's just known fact. Games are huge nowadays. Both good and bad. But there's nothing worse than looking at a game and it looks a little exciting, or you just want to try it out and play it. It looks interesting to you. And you play it and you just feel black-hearted despair that it is ass or garbage or both, or a mixture of the two. So, I'm going to be presenting some of those games today. And here are the nominees for Kotick Awards Most Disappointing. I see dead people. And the nominees for Kotick Awards Most Disappointing is Class of 09 The Flip Side, Multiverses, Plants vs. Zombies 3, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And the winner of this category is... drumroll please. Multiverses wins Most Disappointing. This game was so ass. Anyways, play E8 right now. Well, it looks like the winner of Most Disappointing Game this year was indeed Multiverses. I'm gonna be honest, I completely expected that. Probably one of the worst fighting games I've ever played ever, and I'd rather play Shaq Fu. Anyways, thank y'all for having me on. Have a wonderful day, and most importantly, have a good one. Stay safe. You better mean that. I see dead people. Alright, cool. I feel like that.
Boo. Hi, it's me. I am back. You might not know that it is me, because a lot has changed since last year. But, as you can see, I have now fully became a cat girl. But I could go back to my original form if I wanted to. And if you want to know how that works, I kind of see it as like a Fortnite built-in emote, so I can just choose which one I want to be as I please. But that's not important right now, kind of like how these games were not important at all throughout the year of 2024. Wow, what a great transition. Wait up. Here are the nominees for the least notable games of 2024, as I had previously stated. Alone in the Dark 2024. The casting of Frank Stone. Kinitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Unknown 9, Awakening. And Visions of Mana. People do know that it's pronounced mana, right? And not mana. I mean, I always said it as mana, but like, mana, it's actually mana, first of all, and it actually makes more sense considering the role-playing RPG fantasy. Anyway, the winner of the least notable game in the year 2024 is... Visions of Mana. Wow, would you believe that? I was just talking about it and everything, bro. It's almost like I knew what it was going to be before I came up on this.
What is the most important part of game development?
I don't know, art direction or something?
Absolutely.
Oh shit, oh, right.
Having good art direction is one of the most important things in making a game. Some would even say it's even more important to have than having good graphics. And honestly, I kinda agree. And believe me, this year we had a lot of games that had immaculate art direction. But these are the Koticks, baby! So instead we're gonna be focusing on games with very iffy art direction. From games that had somewhat of a coherent art direction, I guess, probably maybe, to the ones whose art direction was just straight up dog shit terrible. Man, I don't even want to talk anymore. How about we check the nominees, shall we? Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, sweep the board. Miraculous, Paris Under Siege. Pal World. Unplagued. And The Walking Dead Destinies. Anyways, the winner is a lawsuit. Wait, that's the wrong sentence. Pal World. Heh, shocker.
We're back. Let's talk about some categories. First up was our most disappointing category, presented by newcomer to the show, Safe Butter. The winner of this category by a staggering 48% was, of course, Multiverses. And the runner-up by a decent 19% was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Sorry, Rocksteady. Next up was our new, least notable category, looking at games in a ratio to how notable they should have been versus how notable they actually were, presented by top Scrimblow enjoyer, Plushkey. The winner by a close 29% was Visions of Mana, followed closely by the runner-up at 26%, Alone in the Dark 2024. Lastly for now, we have Worst Art Direction, presented by the head of our Kotick Awards European division, Crow. Our winner by a strong 42% was famed Pokemon killer, Pal World. And our runner-up with another 23% was Miraculous, Paris Under Siege. Thank you again to our presenters, let's get right back in.
Huh, that's weird. I was told to go to an award show, but somehow I ended up in the void. I knew I should have made a left turn at Albuquerque. Anyways, if any of you are all familiar with Fullmetal Alchemist, then you're probably very aware that there's a running theme throughout the entire series that alchemy should never be used to revive the dead. Attempts of resurrection are literally what causes the events of the show to occur. Better yet, never mess with the dead in general, with or without alchemy, whether you're adding stuff to them or just moving them to another platform. However, it seems some people, or I guess some companies in this case, didn't catch the goddamn memo. Because, yeah, you bet they went and messed with stuff anyways, and while some companies actually did well, and you know what? Hats off to them for that. Meanwhile, other companies... yeah. Anyways, this is the category for worst port/remasters, or as I like to call it, the category for which company can show they're only selling this for the sake of ripping off nostalgia-ridden fans, of which your nominees are Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, Pac-Man Mega Eternal Battle Chomp Gems, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Wrath of the Mutants, the console edition of Willy's Wonderland, the game. And the winner is Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. You know, funnily enough, this category has more nominees than Battlefront Classic Collection had servers at launch. It's also really funny that the winner can't show me how to get out of this damn void.
Hello, and welcome to the second annual Kotick Awards. My name is Jungle, and today I'll be presenting the worst narrative category directly to you. In this segment, you'll be acknowledging the games with the most incoherent or mean story. I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. In this category, we'll be acknowledging the games with the most incoherent or mean-spirited stories and themes throughout this year. So we've narrowed it down to just a handful that stand out, for better or for worse. Now, let's see some headlines.
Why am I on the fucking voiceover for this?
Here are the nominees for Worst Narrative. Class of 09, The Flip Side. Dustborn. Kong Survivor Instinct. Silent Hill, The Short Message. And Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. And the winner is Class of '09, the flip side. Congratulations on being awful.
Hello, I hope everyone has had fun watching the Koticks so far. I also want to apologize as I am a bit sick right now. Sick and tired of all these bad characters. I mean, like, how? This is the same year we've gotten the entire cast of FF7 Rebirth. All bangers. One of the best written villains of all time, Luis Guillaburn from Metaphor. Hell, this is the same year that they brought back and simultaneously fixed Shadow the fucking Hedgehog, who has not been good since Sonic Adventure 2. Yet somehow, we have even more trash characters than good ones. We have Diet 2B, Diet Mori Calliope, we have... Wait... Why are 4 of the characters women? Anyways, here's the nominees for the worst character of 2024. Anita from Silent Hill: The Short Message. Brainiac from Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Eve from Stellar Blade. Rappa from Honkai Star Rail. And Stacy from Kong Survivor Instinct. And the winner is... Mori Cal... Well, I mean... Rappa from Honkai Star Rail. I hate this stupid ninja bitch. I want her gone. I never want to see her again. I want her in your stupid banana thing. Do that fucking stupid story patch. Why was it a whole story patch? Why?
Welcome back, y'all. Let's talk about some runner-ups. First up is another new category, the worst port / remaster, presented by our University Spider-Man, Renegade. The winner by a very strong 47% was Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, and the runner-up with a solid 29% was Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. Next up was our worst narrative category, presented by the #1 Australian, Jungle Nova. The winner of this category by another strong lead of 53% was Class of '09, The Flip Side. And the runner-up with a decent 24% was Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Finally, we have yet another new category to the show, the worst character, presented by that one guy from Metaphor ReFantazio, William Went. The winner of this category with a solid 40% was Rappa from Honkai Star Rail, and following closely behind with 34% of the votes is Brainiac from, once again, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Once again, big thank you to our guest presenters. Now, before we get into this next segment, I would like to announce that our next segment will be using the Kotick Awards custom and experimental generative AI program. Without further ado, let's see some more categories.
Hello everyone, it's me, the editor, SC. I don't feel so good. I'm old, some may even say, so retro. I don't think I have much longer to live. I'll be on life support soon, but just like how they're gonna treat me like shit in the ER, these developers treated their games like shit, in a bunch of different ways too. You can read about them, though I'm sure you youngins are able to do that. Regardless, your nominees for worst community support is Concord, Funko Fusion, Little Big Planet 3, Multiverses, and Overwatch 2. Oh, fuck my back! And the winner is Concord. Wow, releasing a game and having it die within 2 weeks is insane. Like, I'll still be here in 2 weeks. Maybe. only there was some way I could. Oh. What's this? Fuck it, man. What do I have to lose by sticking this in me?
What is up, everybody? Today I'm on the hunt for the scummiest games. And as you can see, we're here. First place to look for scum is in the trash or recycling. So let's see what we can find in here. Oh, 3 All-Stars. Nice. It's a pretty scummy game. Ooh, Pokemon Shield. Now that's total trash. What else do we have in here? And let's see. The scummiest games of 2024, do not read?
That's right, everybody, I am back, and here we are to discuss the scummiest games of 2024 that you all voted on. And it was down to 5 games, which is actually, honestly, I thought there would have been more. There was a lot of scum this year. We have Champions Tactics, Grimoria Chronicles, Class of 09, The Flip Side, The Day Before, Foam Stars, and the first quadruple A game ever made, Skull and Bones. But only one could be the scummiest of the scum. And the people have spoken. The winner for scummiest game of 2024 by a huge margin is Class of 09, The Flip Side. Give it up, or well, clap, or maybe you should be booing, honestly. Yeah, next segment.
The future of gaming will have some ups and downs. Like, for some, we have the ups, like new consoles, like, who knows when the Switch 2 will come out. It'll probably be announced, like, a day after this. Who knows? Pay me $20 if I'm wrong. But then we'll have some lows, like live service, microtransactions, Embracer Group. But sadly, I'm here to... Wait, I only get 90 seconds? You want me to wrap it up now? Alright. The nominees for least anticipated game are Daemon X Machina Titanic Sion, I can't pronounce that, Delta Force, Fair Games with a $, Holy Horror Mansion, and Infinity Mickey.
Hey, sorry to pause the video for a minute, but some may notice that Infinity Nikki is kind of out right now. We made this list before the game got a release date and locked all the nominees in like a few days before they announced the game was just gonna come out in like 2 weeks. So that was pretty fun to learn about. So now you guys don't need to get mad for Infinity Nikki being on this list, even though the game's already out. Okay, back to the show.
And the winner is, drumroll please. I don't even get a drumroll. What budget are we on here? Delta Force. Congrats, collect your award on the way out. Just...
Man, game adaptations. Now, back in the day, we had some... Well... They existed. But now, we have some really great adaptations. Like, you know, we got the Sonic movies, we got Arcane, Fallout was surprisingly really good, and even the Mario movie. No, not you. There we go. You know, with the winning streak of game adaptations we have been getting recently, I think Hollywood's finally done it. They finally broke the curse. They finally know how to make a great game adaptation. They did it!
Which is exactly why I'm very excited for the new Borderlands movie. I mean, seriously, how could they fuck this one? I mean, Borderlands 4 could still be good. Well, looks like we still have some stinkers, and that's why we're here, to talk about the stinkers from this year. Here are your nominees. Temu's Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, at least we were better than last season? The Wade Whipple Show. Like a what? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And without further delay, the winner is... Huh? Wait, did I just get an email? Hold on one second, let me check this. Okay, let's see what I got sent here. Secret email, okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Secret file. Alright, what the fuck is this gonna be? Well, Borderlands 1. Not really surprised. But before I leave you all, here's a quick list of all of the game adaptations that I think are gonna be in the future Kotick Awards. Man, that list is still going. Okay, guys, you can cut me out anytime you want to. You know that, right?
Another set of categories and another set of runner-ups to reveal. Starting us off with worst community support, we have the editor of our show, SC. The winner by a very strong lead of 55% was, unsurprisingly, Concord. And our runner-up with a decent 21% is Multiverses. Following that up, we have our new Scummiest Game category presented by Twitter's leading expert of misinformation, Ultima Shadow. Coming in with a strong 42%, we have Class of 09, the flip side, with its second win. And following behind with 29%, our runner-up is The Day Before. Now there's some misinformation. Next up, we look to the future with our least anticipated category, presented by our show's second most prolific rat boy, Instinct Punk. With 26% of the vote, Delta Force brought out a win, and in probably our show's closest race in the runner-up position with 24%, we have Fair Games with a $sign. Last of the bunch, we have our worst adaptation category, presented by the DC Universe's strongest soldier, Stalling. With an absolutely staggering 71%, our clear winner of this category was, to no one's surprise, Borderlands. Following it with only 10% of the vote, we have the runner-up, Like a Dragon, Yakuza. Big thank you again to all of our presenters. Now, let's see some of our genre categories.
Hello everyone, before we get started, I want to thank Buddy and the rest of the crew for inviting me for the second year in a row to present in the Koticks Awards, and I'm thrilled to be here with y'all today. The genre of RPG can be defined in many different ways, from tabletop RPGs like Dungeons & Dragons, to MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV, and even Western and JRPGs like Skyrim and Kingdom Hearts. Some of the best RPGs came out this year, like Persona 3 Reload, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and many others. However, the following games are the opposite of what makes a great RPG. Here are the nominees for the worst RPG of 2024. Broken Roads, Inatria, The Last Song, Pow World, Reynatus, Wuthering Waves. And the Koticks Award for the worst RPG of 2024 is Pow World.
The nominees to the worst action game goes to... Wait! I actually made a video this time! Good evening, everyone. I'm DJ Troop, and tonight I'll be announcing the worst action game of 2024. We all love action games, right? The greatest action games are good because they are able to create an incredible and engaging combat system that can challenge the player by testing their reaction time. The best action games also make you really feel like you're playing as that character. But sometimes, some action games just completely fail at understanding what makes an action game actually good. And that's how we end up with the games on this list. Alright, let's announce the nominees. Jujutsu Kaisen, Cursed Clash. Miraculous Paris Under Siege. Multiverses. South Park Snow Day. and The Walking Dead Destinies. And the winner for the worst action game of 2024 goes to Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash.
Adventure games, at their core, are about exploration and puzzle solving. The great adventure games, no matter how fantastical a setting, can make you feel like you aren't just playing a game, but living the adventure yourself. So what makes a bad adventure game, you may ask? I'd argue that would be a game where you can't effing explore. Whether that would be because of the narrative forcing you in a specific direction, the explorable space being little more than a menu between missions, or even the devs not adding it as a mechanic in the first place. The worst adventure games do little to sell you on the idea that the game takes place within a real location within its world. Even a town guard saying, "Welcome to Corneria," or a friendly monster saying, "It's a secret to everybody," back in the NES era can sell you on a game being in a living world more than some of the games that we have for you today. The nominees are The Day Before, Dustborn, Skull and Bones, Calm, Survivor Instinct, and Silent Hill, The Short Message. And the winner for Worst Adventure Game is The Day Before. And as a little treat, I tracked down the GOAT of Step Brothers, founders and lead developers of Fantastic, to accept this award live. Wait, hold on a moment. This can't be right. What do you mean The Day Before Lost? What am I supposed to tell the special guest now?
Hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's what the people voted for.
God, fine, whatever. I can win this. Sorry, chat. It turns out that The Day Before was actually totally ineligible the whole time. So the actual winner is Skull and Bones, which will now be accepted by the GOAT of Step Brothers in lieu of Ubisoft.
We have found us a fantastic.
And that's all the time we have for you today. Thank you for coming, Edward and Eisen. That's going to be a wrap for Worst Adventure Game, and congratulations once again to Skull and Bones.
I have no time for this. I got a movie premiere to attend to. Hey there. My name is Shadow the Hedgehog. I am the ultimate life form. I used to have a gun in my old days, but I retired it because these companies love to copy the success of my game. So many replicas like Infinite. Pathetic. They have overwatched their stay. Now where's that damn piece of paper?
Hey, buddy. You dropped this envelope after our little conversation.
Rouge! How the hell did you break in?
I know my ways. What is this place anyway?
It's an award show. This bloody Pikachu called to me. I'm here to present the nominees for Worst Shooter.
Oh, worst shooter. I can see why they invited you to present that award.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, your own spin-off game. Definitely one of the worst games ever. I wouldn't be surprised if you won the award yourself.
At least I got my movie. And my second game this year. Where's your spin-off?
How dare you!
Thank you, by the way.
Whatever, Mr. Keanu Reeves wannabe.
At least she doesn't sound like a valley girl this time around. I shall present the nominees for Worst Shooter. Alex Jones NWO Wars, Concord, Form Stars, Funko Fusion, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. The winner for Worst Shooter is Concord. Congratulations for your Star Wars wannabe IP, Sony. Time for me to get out of here. Chaos Control!
And there are our genre categories out of the way. Let's talk about them. Starting us off, we have the worst RPG presented by real-life Itchy Balls Kasuga, Bills. With another very strong 65%, our winner is Pal World. And as our runner-up with a much smaller 18%, we have Broken Roads. Following that, we have our worst action game category, presented with the beautiful animation of one DJ Troop. Our winner, with a decent 31%, was Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, and our runner-up with a close 27% was The Walking Dead Destinies. After that, we have the worst adventure category, presented by the Kotick Awards' own lore keeper, G-Guy. Another very tight category, our winner, with 32% of the vote, was Skull and Bones. And coming in right behind, with 29% of the vote, our runner-up is Kong Survivor Instinct. Ending off the genres, we have our worst shooter category, presented by Shadow the Hedgehog himself, Smashmaster. Our winner for this category, with a strong 42% lead, was Concord. And the runner-up 21% was Alex Jones's NWO Wars. Thanks again to our wonderful guest presenters. Now, let's get into our final batch of categories before we crown the worst game of the year.
Coming at you from the slickest radio station on the net. Today we have a special few set of games with absolutely atrocious soundtracks. And I came up with some new mixes just to see if I can make these more ass somehow. Prepare your ears for displeasure, 'cause here we go.
Now people are gonna go, oh, what's happening? Oh, where's the other two remixes? Oh, where is it? Well, fuck you. Ever thought about that? Oh, where's the image? Where's the graphics? It's just black screen, man. Fuck you. And fuck the Grammys. I know this isn't the Grammys, but fuck the Grammys. Anyways, the nominees were Angerfoot, Dustborn, Funko Fusion, Plants vs. Zombies 3, Welcome to Zomburbia, and Splatoon 3, Side Order. And the winner is Funko Fusion. Give it up to them for making a really bad, mediocre soundtrack that no one really cared for. Have a happy Koticks season, everyone.
Hey there, my name is Fuckles McGee. I'm a pretty famous music producer, if I do say so myself. You've probably heard me before on some artists that you've heard as of late. There's so many that I can't mention, so I'm just gonna have them scroll across the screen right now. So, due to my extensive history, I feel like I can say that I know what a good song is and a bad song is. However, I'm feeling generous today. They say 2 wrongs make a right. Well, we have like 6 wrongs here, so that's at least like 4 rights, maybe? Today, I will be presenting the Koticks category for Worst Song. An individual song in a game, no matter if the soundtrack is good or not, that sucks. It's just bad. But it's not unsalvageable. See, I've made myself a really nice beat here. one that I might put a legendary rapper on here, like Smoke Her. I might make them do this, but they can handle it. It's gonna be great. And I repurposed all of these songs to fit this. So I'm just going to put this on, I'll read out the nominations, I'll award the worst song, and then they'll be happy to gain a lot of money from royalties from the hit single that's about to drop. Yeah. So the nominees for worst song are Burning Desires from Zenless Zone Zero, The Gig Grind from Dustborn, The Jawa Brothers from Star Wars Hunters, Lake Juliet from Another Code Recollection, Super Slow from Foam Stars, and Swim Free from Fortnite. Oh my god. The winner is Burning Desires from Zenless. Bernies. Wow, what a terrible... I don't think I like this. How do I turn this off? How do I turn this off?
Hello everyone, it's me SC. Damn, do I feel good today. Now everyone knows me, I'm the editor. I mean, goddamn, do you see how good of a show I put together for y'all? Shit takes work, and sometimes it's better with a friend. But I'm alone today, and that won't stop me from talking about the worst you can play with a friend from this year. So these are your nominees for Worst Multiplayer. Concord, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Sweep the Board, Foam Stars, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Unplagued. And your winner is Concord. Damn, I would not be caught playing that. Mostly because it's dead, and I spent my money on Afterbot. Not because I'm alone, just because it's a good ass game, you know? But like, man, it would be nice to have someone. Like not in like a romantic way or anything, just like a friend or something. I mean, like, it's lonely in here sometimes. That's kind of hard to deal with when it's like this all the time.
You made a Mr. Duck cover in my mouth.
I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm just hearing things. But that's all the time I got for today. I have to get back to editing, man. I can't have this going for so long. We have other people to get through. I'll see y'all later, though. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah! It is I, Evil Ika Kluos, once again. It is now my time to reverse the rules of the show. Ziggity, ziggity, zam! As I have said, since I am returning, look at what almost happened to last year's winners, the team behind Hi-Fi Rush. Look out, Xbox. I am in your walls. But I digress. This is the one Kotick Award in the show, where we recognize growth, evolution, and above all else, improvement. Making video games is hard, and making a good one is even harder. Although refining one's craft is an endless battle, the following games have proven that anything is possible when the developers refuse to give up. That is magic in its own right. This year's nominees for Most Improved Sequel/Studio are Contra: Operation Galaga, a sequel to Contra: Rogue Core. Destiny 2: The Final Shape, a sequel to Destiny 2: Lightfall. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, a sequel to Dragon Ball Z: Ultimate Tenkaichi. Silent Hill 2 2024 from Bloober Team, the creators of The Medium. And Super Mario Party Jamboree, a sequel to Super Mario Party. And the winner for Most Improved Sequel/Studio goes to Silent Hill 2 Remake! The fuck?
One big final thank you to our last batch of guest presenters as we talk about our last few categories before crowning the worst game of the year. Firstly is our worst score and music category presented by our go-to music consultant, Up a Night. Our winner with a very solid 47% was Funko Fusion featuring Freddy Fazbear. And following behind with just 19% of the vote is our runner-up, Angerfoot. After that, we have our final new category of the night, and a personal favorite of mine, Worst Song, presented by acclaimed music producer, Fuckles McGee. With another very solid 48% of the vote, we have Burning Desires from Zenless Zone Zero as our winner, with the runner-up with 24% of the vote being Swim Free from Fortnite. After that, we have the return of our man SC, presenting the worst multiplayer game category, with yet another strong lead of 47% Concord wins, and with just 18% of the vote, our runner-up is Unplagued. And finally, our most improved sequel/studio category, looking at the best improvements from a series or development studio this year, sees the return of the dastardly wizard Evil Ikakluos. In a close race with 34% of the vote, our winner is Silent Hill 2 2024. And following just behind with 29% of the vote, our runner-up is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Thank you again to all of the guests who took the time to present. It was fantastic seeing everyone's submissions, and I hope the viewers enjoyed it as well. With that, we have one final surprise before we definitively name the worst game of 2024. We would like to take this time to give a quick in memoriam for all the games and studios that have faced closure this year. This is the Koticks 2 in memoriam. With no further ados, it is finally time to say without a shadow of a doubt what the absolute worst game of 2024 is live, decided by you all, the viewers. If you're watching this live, take a moment to quickly give your prediction in the chat for what will win. It's been a long year, and this was a tough decision, but this final winner will be the pillar for the worst narrative, art direction, score, gameplay, community support, and all other factors for gaming of 2024. It is with great excitement that I reveal the Koticks 2's worst game of the year. Your nominees are Concord by Firewalk Studios, The Day Before by Fantastic, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Sweep the Board by CyberConnect 2, Foam Stars by Square Enix, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League by Rocksteady Studios, and Unplagued by the Euphoric Brothers. And your winner for the worst game of the year at the Koticks 2, with exactly 50% of the vote, is Concord! Let me be the first to give a huge congratulations to Firewalk Studios and especially to Sony. To have a game with such an effort put into it to be shut down only 2 weeks later is truly deserving to be the emblem of the worst of the state of gaming of 2024. I would also like to add that with 21% of the vote, the official runner-up for the worst game of the year at the Koticks 2 was The Day Before. Congratulations to Fantastic for their second place, and one more big thank you to everyone watching as well. Not that I can see the viewer count while recording this, but just the effort and love that we put into the Koticks Awards this year far exceeds what we did last year, and I think I can safely say that we will see the Koticks 3 in 2025. Until then, one last big congratulations to Sony. Keep making shitty games, it makes our show better. Have a good night, have a good life. I love all of y'all, take care, and I will see you again when we crown the winner of the Koticks 3 in 2025. Goodbye!
Kokoroche and Bernie, Bokaru Shikadaruchi, Yatoru Fukurutu Zabuchi, Natepu, Chirare Shikamorite, Yankuru Chibarite, Akuru Chikuchuruki, Cheraranan.